All right, Carly, here's one other look at part of your run. I thought it was helpful to put you up against someone side by side. This is Jessie Kuzmicki from Mount Snow that I work with there. She's a year older than you, but she was 5th place in the first run here, ended up falling in the second, but had some pretty good solemn results this year. And, I think in the early video, obviously we talked about the, diverging of the skis and lack of sort of commitment to the new outside ski. And, that certainly is still the cases we'll see here, but, I think a little bit sometimes it's caused potentially by just starting to turn too early. You can see you come in here and you're coming across well before rise line. Rise line's probably right up the hill. And you started that turn really before you got there. So when you're in rise line, your skis, or especially your inside ski, is already pointing straight down the hill. And you could look at it and say, well, if you're going to arc a turn from there, you'd be straddling. So you had to kind of lay off and kind of skid around and got yourself room. Now you can pressure the skis, so it's kind of all below. Jessie comes through, and in the rise line, her skis are still pointing, both of them well out there. It allows her to stand on, arc the top, bring a little turn shape back to the pole. So it's more of a even arc, smooth arc throughout. This was an under gate here, delay gate. All right. A similar scenario here, in that, although I would like to see her, she's got a little divergence, but as she's started the turn there, kind of generally speaking, her skis are pointing out this way, and when you get into the rise line, you can already see that inside ski. You started the turn, really too early. You got to be patient. If you give yourself a little more room above the rise line, but you want your skis to intersect the rise line, still heading out this way, so that we can, arc back to the gate. You can see right there where you are. If you were arcing a turn, you'd straddle, or actually maybe even be inside it. Second thing we've really worked with Jessie a lot on is looking ahead. And it looks to me like you're really staring right at that pole, a little more than her. And until you hit it, you're staring at it. And I think we really want to try to, you're going to see it out of your peripheral vision. It gives Jessie a lot better. If you look where she's looking right now, she's looking down here to the next gate, down the hill, and you're looking right at that pole. It certainly gives her a little more flow. It's skiing less gate to gate, so try not to look at that gate that you are about to clear. Take a peek at it through the transition, and then look down the hill. Move on. Let's see the next one here. She came through, so she's in the rise line there. Skis, pointing well away from it. You come in again, turn a little bit too early, not being patient enough, and those skis are already pointing down the fall line when you're in the rise line. So it ends up to be a J-shaped turn. J-shaped meaning a lot of this, as opposed to a comma-shaped turn, hopefully out like that. And you can see where she's looking versus where you're looking. I mean, she's moved on. She's looking for that next gate. You know, her peripheral vision, she'll find it. And she does right there. You can also see, again, her, you know, where those skis are pointing. And pointing out here when she's in the rise line. And your middle one, your inside one, I mean, obviously is already, you know, in the fall line. So, you know, combination of what we talked about, you know, just you got to avoid the temptation to twist the inside ski to get the turn going early enough. You got to have confidence in your skis and yourself, but also just be patient. Don't start that turn, you know, as early. You know, same there. It's just a little bit. It is that move up there. Be patient. Roll them up. Stand on them. Because that little move there is turning too early. You're in the fall line when your skis. I mean, your skis are in the fall line when you get to the rise line. You can see she's rolled them up and stand on them, let the arc come around. You know, hers is not perfect either. I like to see her get a little more done from above, but you can see where she's looking. Now we're back together. I already talked about the hairpin before in your other video, but you know, clearly need to give the feet a little room right here and have a stronger exit with direction, because the next skate was a little offset, so you didn't come out of direction. It's a little bit behind it, and therefore she's on the pole and you weren't. But you know, here, you know, to me it looked like you set up well here. You came in, you were patient. You can see where the pole is. You're going to bring shape back to the pole. You know, and you just didn't quite commit to it. You can see the inside ski start twisting. You moved to the inside, lost the weight on the outside ski. So, you know, hey, you just got to be confident of yourself and your skis and trust them. And you're a good skier. You will roll them up, be a little more patient, let those skis arc out from underneath you. They will arc back to the pole, bringing some shape back to the pole. So we're carving the top of the turn, which is the most important and it's the most difficult, but that separates the best from the average. And that should help you out. So hopefully this is helpful, and we'll see you on the slopes next year.